Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dokkan Battle video, and today we are going to do a rainbow showcase on Physical Ultimate Gohan. Now, those of you that have been paying attention to my polls and stuff, don't freak out. I did not go in and detruth this thing here. I actually don't have Gohan, but I figured why not just do a showcase with a friend unit. So, I've got a friend unit here that's rainbowed. We're going to showcase this Gohan off and see how good he actually is and where he compares to Piccolo, right? So, let's take a look at him here. So his leader skill is Superheroes and Hybrid Saiyans 170, and then his 30% is for Bond Parent Child and Movie Heroes. This Gohan's probably got one of the more loaded 200% leads in the game. Between, Superheroes and Hybrids, that is just like a huge pool of characters. And then Bond Parent and Child is one of the best categories in the game. And Movie Heroes has also had like a ton of buffs, right? So there is a lot. So the one really positive thing I'll say about Gohan is he has an insane leader skill. His leader skill is very good. Super attack effect greatly raises attack and then raises defense for one turn. Does Colossal with a medium chance to stun. And then his 18 key is greatly raised attack and defense. Mega Colossal lowers attack and defense. I think he has the exact same super attack effects as Piccolo. I'm pretty sure those are the same. His passive, he gets an entrance animation. Attack and defense 100. Guards all attacks for 3 turns from the start of turn when there's another Bond Parent Child category ally on the team at the start of the character's attacking turn. Attack and defense 150 plus an additional key 1 per key sphere obtained. So that whole first chunk of the passive is exactly the same as Piccolo, except Piccolo is Bond of Master and Disciple instead of Bond of Parent Child. But both of them, that's perfectly easy to activate, right? And then Gohan gets an attack and defense 30 with each attack performed up to 150. So that's the same as Piccolo, except Gohan has to attack 5 times, Piccolo has to get hit 5 times. I feel like Piccolo's is going to be a lot easier to activate than Gohan's, but Gohan, if you get lucky, you can get it pretty quick, right? He launches an additional, has a great chance of performing a super attack when ki is 20 or more. Attacks effective against all types when activating the active skill or when ki is 24. High chance of nullifying Ki Blast super attacks directed at the character. Okay. For Gohan, I will say defensively, like Ki Blasts are the most common type of attack, so a high chance to nullify that is pretty good, but the fact that it isn't guaranteed, that is kind of a bummer. The other thing that is really a bummer about Gohan is needing to do 5 super attacks is actually very rough. I feel like if it was just 5 normal attacks, that would be fine. But the fact that it has to be 5 supers actually makes his passive a lot tougher to activate to get like fully built up, right? Now, what I would say is this. Overall, Gohan's whole passive is easier to activate than Piccolo's, because Piccolo, you have to get it 7 times and be under 30%, which is tough to do. Gohan, it's just you want to get, 24 ki. Now, Gohan getting 24 ki actually can be tough if you're not linking him with the right person, because he's a shocking speed character. So ki can actually really be a struggle for Gohan. I think that's one of the biggest complaints we've heard about him, right? And then let's look at his special beam cannon here. So can be activated when all allies are superheroes, starting from the 3rd turn, or when facing one enemy starting from the 6th turn. Exact same conditions as Piccolo. The bad part is this is where Gohan gets the big fat L for Piccolo. It's just an attack raise and a big ultimate damage attack, and it does nullify 1 action, right? Whoop-de-doo. Piccolo gets 2 to 3 entire turns of essentially nullifying actions of the enemies, because for those 2 to 3 turns, the enemies don't get to do any damage to you. And Piccolo, over those 3 turns, or 2 turns, is going to output way more damage than Gohan's 1 attack. The other bad part is this is the only glimpse we get of Beast Gohan, is that split moment of that special beam cannon, and then he's gone. So, yeah, a lot of controversy around this unit, and rightfully so. But what I'm going to try to do is just not even think about that I'm disappointed about the Beast Gohan part. We're just going to look at him as a unit and just see how good he actually feels, right? And this friend unit's got a lot of links leveled up, so that's very good. And Gohan, he's on 1,000,000 teams, right? Which is typical for Gohan units. So what we're doing here is I'm running my Piccolo as the lead. We're running the friend Gohan as the other lead. Because of that, I'm running a full superhero squad. So I want to link him with Tech Ultimate Gohan, but he won't fit on this team build, and I don't want him to be... I could have run him with like half a leader skill, but I figured, no, we'll just run a legit team here. The nice thing is he does share shocking speed with the Gammas, so that is nice, but I'm actually going to link him up with AGL UI Goku, because they share 4 links. They're going to have legendary power and shocking speed, which are 2 pretty important links to get. So I think that's what we're going to go with there. So Gohan here, turn 1. He's at 237k defense. Now, he is going to get a 50% defense raise on Super. So after Super, he's going to be looking around, you know, high 300 to 400k defense, which is okay. You know, it's not going to be like anywhere Piccolo level, but Gohan hasn't built up at all, right? So Gohan defensively actually could be pretty decent here. But you see, Ki is already a struggle, right? So, like, I can grab this, but we're not going to be able to get the 24 Ki. So let's go ahead and do this. And let's see. Yeah, even Gamma 1. I almost need to put Piccolo in the front just to get hit to give everybody 2 Ki. Alright, well, let's see here. Gohan, this is going to be a 12 Ki. See what it looks like. Alright, about 4.7 mil. For 12 Ki, like turn 1 without building up, sure, that's fine. It's just really important we get as many supers as we can. Alright, Gohan's on 1 of 5, okay? You got to do 4 more supers to fully build him up. That is really brutal that he doesn't get it on normals. That is super brutal, man. 5 super attacks, that could take us this whole fight to get. Whereas Piccolo can be like maxed out turn 1 in the right situation, right? What do I want to do in this rotation? I want to float Pan still. We'll leave Trunks on rotation here. Sure, and we'll do this. We'll go crazy here and just take this Vegeta phase out. That way I can get a new Vegeta. I think between Trunks and Vegeta, especially between just Gamma 2, like Gamma 2 will probably just solo this Vegeta out of here. And then I think the plan will be to get a fresh Vegeta next turn. Hopefully have Gohan get at least 2 supers off. That would be fantastic. I didn't look at the hidden potential, but this guy's rainbowed, so I'm going to assume he's got a pretty decent chance to give me a triple attack. Hopefully a triple super. That would be really nice. The bad part about a character like Gohan, right, that needs 5 supers to level up, even let's say if you get lucky and he would proc 3 supers in a turn, is the enemy going to survive long enough to take the damage? That's the problem I've seen with Gamma 2 building up, is that sometimes he's too powerful, and he can't get his attacks in because the enemies just evaporate, right? So Piccolo definitely wins on the building up part of his game, because Piccolo could just have a bunch of enemies sit in slot 1, he could just sit there and get hammered on, and that's fine. He can even try to go for just a 12 Ki super in case the enemy's attacking in front of him and try not to kill him. Piccolo's not going to necessarily proc a bunch of additionals and take out the enemy, so yeah, Piccolo's definitely winning there. Okay, so, and we already can do the special beam cannon. Obviously, we're not going to do it right now, but we are linked up with UI Goku. So with UI Goku, we should be getting 4 links. So Kamehameha and Legendary Power will light up once I get once I get Ki. Those will light up, right? So let's go ahead with Gohan. So here we go, a 22 Ki super. So not quite, so he would be effective against all types if we got 1 more Ki. I did bring a Ki up item, but I'm not going to use it yet. I want to get Gohan built up. So 300k defense, so he's going to be 450 after super here, right? UI Goku, sure, we'll just grab that. And then Gamma 1, we'll grab that. Alright, what's Gohan looking like here? This is after only doing 1 super. Okay, 10 mil already. Wow, okay. It's pretty good. This is only his 2nd super out of 5, right? Okay, so there's number 2. Give me number 3. Alright, there's number 3. So, dude, 9 mil on the 12 Ki. Gohan is quite powerful. Wow, okay. Here's the thing, like, I'm someone that, like, I'm a big fan of Gamma 2, and I appreciate Gamma 2. This guy seems like a way more powerful version of Gamma 2, potentially. Although Gamma 2, I think, can proc more additionals than Gohan, but I still gotta see his Gohan. He's actually impressing me offensively here. I think we're just gonna leave Piccolo and Trunks and Vegeta on rotation. How aggressive do I want to be here? Do I think... oh yeah, I've got Gamma 2. I can be aggressive here. I'll be aggressive here because Gamma 2 is for sure going to finish off whatever is left of Vegeta after these first 2 attacks. Yeah, Gamma 2 is going to clean up here. I think Gohan's one of those units too where, like, you may have to look at your orb placement the turn before and try to set him up. He's not going to just be automatic with this Ki, right? Especially depending on what supports you're running and depending on if you can get shocking speed or not. Gohan is definitely a lot trickier to use. Like, I did a team building guide on him, and his was a little bit trickier. Here's the thing with Gohan. He's got, like, way more options, but he doesn't have as many, like, obviously, like, nice and clean and tidy rotations, right? He's got a bunch of units that he shares, like, 4 links with, so there's a lot of possibilities you can run with him for rotations, whereas Piccolo is pretty cut and dry. Like, his team building guide was very easy to do. There's, like, just for me, like, a clear, like, #1 build for that Piccolo that I just love. Gohan's a little bit more open-ended. I do say, like, if you got Gohan and you're a newer player, like, his leader skill is going to leave you a lot of flexibility for a lot of units, which is good. Piccolo is just the better defensive unit, and the way Dokkan is the defense is king, right? Defense will always beat out an offensive unit. But I don't know, this Gohan's seeming pretty good. Alright, so right here we're at 356k defense. I don't think his defense has been lowered. He's done 3, so we need 2 more attacks. Okay, so let's see what Gohan's looking like here. We need to get 2 more attacks in. Hopefully we can get the last 2 attacks here, but you're seeing we're already on turn 6. If he gets 2 attacks here, that means we won't see him fully built up till turn 8. Okay, 13 mil. Okay, pretty good attack stat. Pretty good attack stat. Okay. Ooh, okay, good thing you didn't take him out. We got it in additional super. Perfect. All right, so Gohan's fully built up now. So now, next turn, we'll be able to see like what his fully built 18-key super will look like, and we're going to see what his fully built defense looks like. I mean, Gohan is cleaning up. I will say this. I do... Like, I'm already liking him better than I did. Like, because I haven't pulled him yet. But actually using him in-game, he actually does feel a lot better than what I thought. Just because, once again, he's giving me the Gamma 2 vibes. And I'm a fan of Gamma 2. I think Gamma 2 is a very good unit. I think there's just so much disappointment about his transformation not being a transformation. And that Piccolo is just so head and shoulders better than him. That he's getting overshadowed. And I do agree that, like, especially between the 2 banners, like, it's pretty heavy discrepancy between the 2 banners. The Piccolo banner is just so much better, and all the units on the Piccolo banner are all way better than the counterparts on the Gohan banner. So, it's pretty night and day difference, but I'm definitely not going to come out here and say Gohan's bad. Like, Gohan is putting in some work offensively already, and we haven't even seen him fully built yet from, like, his 18-key super, which I really, really want to see, right? Okay. So 4 mil here for Trunks and Vegeta. And my plan is, by the way, so I did rainbow my Piccolo. Now I am done buying stones for the celebration. I'm not touching that anymore. But every time I get up to 50 stones naturally, I probably will just keep pumping into Gohan's banner until I get a copy. And if I don't end up with them, I don't end up with them. That's fine. But I do kind of want to get one just to have him because he does seem actually pretty darn good. I know a lot of people are trash talking him, but he's not bad by any means. Like Gohan, like... The numbers he's putting up and the ability to, like, triple super with those kinds of numbers, like, is pretty good. The thing is Piccolo is also capable of doing, like, a 20 mil attack stat with a million defense, right? So, that's the thing, is just, yeah, Piccolo's crazy. Alright, this should be a very good offensive turn for Gohan because Gamma 2 is an attack support. We're linked up, we're going to get our 4 links. Now, the key is terrible here. But I am going to use key up items. But God, even with the key up items, I'm not going to be able to... Hold on, did I bring... Yeah, I just brought the Tree of Might. Alright, well, artificially... Here's the thing, the key struggles are really bad here, and we're seeing that. Here's the thing, if they actually, like... I know a lot of people are wishing for this, I don't know if it would actually happen. But a lot of people want, like, a Part 2 Beast Gohan Carnival LR. If they actually did that, and he was, like, a perfect linking partner with this guy, then this Gohan's value goes up so much. To have that, because part of, and if that Beast Gohan is like a really defensive unit, then this rotation is going to be really cooking. Because then it's going to feel like the Gamma 1, Gamma 2 rotation, where you can put Gamma 1 in slot 1, Gamma 2 in slot 2, and he's looking so good. Could be one of the best rotations in the game. The problem is how long are we going to need to get to this Gohan? Alright, so about a 16 mil attack stat, which is really good. And remember, we're only getting 4 links. Like Gohan, once again, if we get that hypothetical 6 or 7 linking partner, he'd be looking a lot better. But yeah, and then when he's popping off these additionals, I mean, this Gohan's capable of very easily putting up 25 to 35 million attack stats in a turn. If you double, triple super with him, he can put up really big numbers. It's just Gamma 2 can also, like, I feel like Gamma 2 can put up just as impressive offensive turns as this Gohan, and he's not even an LR, right? So that's the other thing we got to think about here. Well, we're already on Evolution Blue Vegeta. That's kind of what happens when the team is really busted. Now, what I'm going to try and do here, yeah, I think if I can leave that stack of physical on the side, like, I really got to weigh this, you know, heavy. I was hoping a rainbow orb would drop or something, but we'll see if 3 physical orbs is enough to get Gohan enough key here, because he should get 3 key per orb, so that should be 9 key. So we should be able to hopefully at least get the 18 key with Gohan just by grabbing those 3 physical orbs. We'll see. I kind of put a joke on Twitter, because there's a lot of people asking, like, who's Gohan's best linking partner? And my kind of smart-ass response was Virus, just because he's a double orb changer. Because that's kind of what Gohan needs. He needs orb changing. He needs orb changing. kind of ironically, one of his better linking partners actually is the banner unit Goten and Trunks, because they share 4 links and they orb change. The problem is they are absolutely god-awful as a unit. Like, I thought about running them in this showcase, but I'm like, oh, they're just so bad. I would rather just have LRUI Goku, because LRUI Goku is actually still a legitimate option pretty much in any event that allows dodging. Even though his attack stats aren't there anymore, just for the simple fact that he can still dodge, he has an active skill that can still do decent damage, he has built-in crits, which are really good, right? Like, UI Goku is aging very well and can still definitely put in some work, right? Alright, so last turn here with Gohan, because Vegeta's not going to be around. Oh, let's actually look at his defense. We haven't looked at his defense in a while, right? So 437k starter turn defense. He's going to get 50% on super. So he's going to be, what, like over 600k? And then if he supers again, he's going to be about 900k? So he is giving me also LR Cooler vibes, right? Because he's kind of the same way. Like, LR Cooler isn't the craziest starter turn defense, but if you get like a couple of supers with him, he's looking good. Yeah, this Gohan is kind of just like a different version. Actually, this is going to give me more. Yeah, well, either way, yeah, 24 key. We'll take that. All right, so here's our 24 key super. So this is going to be guaranteed super effective against all types. If we double super, like, Gohan can actually get to good defensive numbers. Yeah, I'm definitely liking this Gohan. I'm not going to go out and like rainbow him or anything, but yeah, here he is at about 15 mil attack stat. The question is how many additional supers can we get, right? Because if you just double additional normals, then we're not getting as much out of them. Okay, so there, yep, see, there's a normal. And then, yep, he just did 2 normals. So those are the bad turns, but even with the crit, still really good damage. So, I don't know, guys. Gohan is actually still very, very good, right? I still think this Gohan, to me, is still like, I was kind of saying top 15, but I'm thinking probably top 10 at least still. Because, like, his damage is really good, and his defense, it's not like he has bad defense. Like, in slot 2, he's going to be like 600 to 900k defense, which to me is very good defense, right? It's just like, you're comparing him to Piccolo, who's like a god in like every red zone stage, right? So, anyways, let me know what you guys think of this Ultimate Gohan. Thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all on the next one.